da 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 la la da 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 da. I broke something, I think. After last time in the tower. The dark spirit here with me, who I think and hope you know very well by now. My beloved, shadowy and cloaked, and always by my side now. I showed him what we could have been in a cruel and selfish world that he once desired greatly. I think I broke something. Perhaps I broke him because he's come back the way he was. I suppose I should have known. Maybe it's simply that I reminded him of an old dream, an old self, an old wish, deep in the darkness of his heart. And he remembered it. And in remembering it, saw how glorious ruling a world full of nothing but spirits could be. Being a tyrant over a world that is all under your command. No hope for life or growth, only the decadent caress of darkness, the embrace of shadow, the cold touch of solitude. Something snapped. I know because all of the roses are dead. The herbs are dead. The tomatoes are dead, rotting on the balcony. And in the mirror, when I look at myself, I am... I am a version of myself I haven't seen for ages. I'm all fangs and pain now. Haven't even got wings. Just fangs. Just pain. He has the power to make the world that. It's really not so bad. I wouldn't worry too much about it. I mean... There he is. I didn't know, you see. I don't know where he went because he kind of disappeared. Or at least he disappeared from my view. But I hear him flying about the castle. You see, he realized that the balcony was a way out and that he can fly, and my wings somehow disappeared. It probably has to do with this pool of black blood on my bed that I woke up drenched in. Oh well, too bad. Do you think he stitched them onto his own back so that he'd have 4? How do you think it works? I would like to know for future reference. Anyway, he's flying around, madly, laughing, weeping, screaming, singing, and he is pounding away at the stones, the bricks, the rubble. And he grows louder, and the bangs against the stones seem to grow louder too, and with every strike, dust and debris fall in from the ancient ceiling. Candlesticks are shaken off the wall like a great earthquake. He is breaking the tower. He is shattering the tower. In a strange turn of events, because I thought I was always the one to do it. And I didn't mean for it to happen again, but if it did, I thought it would be me. It always was in the past. That's strange. I don't remember there being a stairwell in the floor like that. I thought the whole point to this tower was that there was no way in and no way out. Of course, we winged beastly things found our way around that, but it always seemed to be a test of sorts, a sort of filter to make sure only magical, terrible things could be in here. Have you ever heard of that? I've heard of other towers other than this. Buildings that have been discovered with no doors or windows, no entrances or exits. But when they were excavated, they discovered chairs, tables, perfectly preserved sitting areas inside. I believe it was said that such places were secret meeting grounds for individuals who were able to project themselves out of their body and wherever they like. And they would meet and plan and converse in a secret place that no physical person or physically bound person was ever meant to find. I digress. The point is, this tower has always been a little like that. But not truly. It was meant to be a prison. No, a fortress. No, a prison. Well, never mind. There is a stairwell here now. I can see it. A perfect square in the floor, with a staircase that's been lined in red carpet. A perfectly placed candlestick, bedecked with filigree roses and thorns. A lit candle, just sitting on the top step, ready for me to take in my now very monstrous hands. It's the castle, the haunted one, the imagined one, the one I thought got eaten up by a black hole. Strange. I can enter. I can leave this body behind. I can climb down. And who cares then if my beloved destroys this tower? Let him. I shall retreat. I shall hide away. I shall lose myself in chamber after chamber of mysteries, pleasures, delights, terrors, comforts, joys, sorrows. Of course it didn't get swallowed up by a black hole. It's imaginary. I don't think black holes can devour what is imaginary. If one came and ate me up right now, I would still be here. And maybe even I would still be in your mind, rambling on and on and on to you about it. Down I go, down I go. Oh, my. Look at all these delicious stories here. In one room, a delectable tale of a beautiful battlefield goddess, raven-haired and ample-hipped and kind and merciful. Oh, and this one, a demon with skin like shining marble across its impressive muscles, sly and conniving and rakish in his lovely grin. Another room, with lovely ghosts dancing a waltz in the wrong direction, staring at their dance partners with such longing that you just know that they will be spinning counterclockwise until the end of time. Rooms with couches, cushions, beds the size of rooms, incense, fires, candles, grapes, apples, breads, sweets. All manner of thing to delight the senses and stir the imagination, bring about longings and passions deeply shoved down. Down, down I go, down I go. How far will I travel? Through the library, with the hungry librarian eating her bloody texts and showing them off on her blood-red, dripping tongue. Through the gallery with its handsome stone statues turning their heads as I pass by each in turn. Through the dungeon even, and down the brutal elevator, exiting to a cave with its scrambling, biting, scurrying insects the size of lambs. Down I go. Down I go. Through a cemetery, where little ghouls dressed as different ghouls walk a delightful costume parade. Down a tunnel made of stone, with ivy and tree roots climbing down into its depths. Down I go. Down I go. To see a pit. Familiar. A great, yawning pit. A well in the middle of nowhere, but with no visible water deep down below. Only blackness, emptiness, a beautiful and sinking void. I told a story once about a decaying giant of a god of love, who resided in a pit such as this. But when I fell into the pit, I was not caught by such a god. I was not caught by any god, I just fell until I rose up again. Don't you dare hate me. The last moon cycle was a difficult one for me. Don't you dare hate me. I'm trying times, you realize. Whoops. Here I am, whoops, dancing, skipping along the edge again. Remember from last time? No worries at all. No fear whatsoever of falling. I have no worries about that at all, because I have no form here, after all. And even if it did, that form would have wings, right? Well, at least it did before they were... Hush, little one, you're getting lost. You're growing afraid. You're running and hiding. Is that what you really want to do? You keep thinking that you can have it all, don't you? Selfishly, rather selfishly. What will you do when it all gets taken away then? When the tower is gone, the castle is eaten up, and there is nothing but that darkness. You keep running, skipping gleefully toward. What then? What then? I should have known. I fell through the pit thinking I'd emerge in some lovely kind of outer space, floating and lost as I so love to do. But it turns out the end of it was just the top of the tower.
Gone, gone, gone. All of it. Utterly gone. Smash, smash, until it's all crashed. All comes crashing down, crashing down. You thought you could come rescue me again. You thought I would rescue you again. Foolish girl. Foolish girl. Nothing but a foolish girl.
I know you don't mean that. I know you can't mean that. Not after everything.
You don't know me at all. You never did. Foolish girl. To keep trying to repair what was created broken.
He is smashing down the tower. The one I worked so hard to come back to. I stand on the roof of it, having fallen all the way up here after trying so hard to escape into fantasy, after trying so hard to run away into pleasure and delight and thrill and fear. And I find myself right back where I was, at the beginning of a story that I have no control over. He swoops down on 8 great black wings. He seems to be so much larger and stronger than ever before. But I am able to catch him, wrap him up in my arms, and don't hurt me now. I'm not ready to feel this pain in my heart. Don't hurt me now when I'm already down. When I want a fresh start, you hold me down. You make it all go wrong. Oh, you hold me close. You knew all along that I'd follow you into the dark, into the dark, cold night where there's only us, and I'd follow you into the void where there's only this, and I already miss me. Don't hurt me, please. Can't take any more. I'm done. So's my heart. Oh, don't hurt me, love. Can't fight off the fear. I'm empty, my dear. I trusted you, thought we would be alright on this dark, cold night, and I believed in love, thought it would always last, but that time has passed. But I'll follow you into the tower, even as it breaks, as my heart is breaking. I'll follow you into the sky as it lights on fire, and it all comes crashing, all comes crashing, all comes crashing down. All comes crashing down. Oh, down comes crashing, all comes crashing. Don't hurt me now. I'm not ready to feel this pain in my heart. No, don't hurt me now when I'm already down, when I want a fresh start. You hold me, please. Can't you make it all go wrong? Do you want it gone? Should it all go? Has this entire thing been a process of letting go? Destroying towers one after the next, burning down the forest and returning to the city, being trapped in the blissful serenity of a void prison, watching the castle getting eaten up by a black hole, falling into a never-ending pit, and then just sitting back as it all happens over and over and over and over again. If that is what you demand, beloved, then destroy it, and I will still be here, and I will still hold you in the eternal circle of my arms, the Ouroboros of my love, and imagine more. La 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 Hello everyone, thanks so much for listening. This is Kristen Zaza, your writer, narrator, podcaster, composer, host, etc. behind On a Dark, Cold Night. Whatever on earth that is anymore. And you've just joined me for episode 281. Thank you for your patience. I'm getting over COVID, going through some interesting towers falling and being built and falling again and building again in my own life. And it's never not an honor that there are souls out there who want to share that with me. As you go through your own towers in creation and destruction as well. I get self-conscious about the whole thing, but for me anyway, there's great solace in knowing that we are going through this kind of thing, this kind of big, eternal, complex stuff alongside each other. So I suppose I'm just trying to say thank you. I would also like to say thank you to a new patron who joined my Patreon community over the last couple of weeks. Thank you so much to Lisa Watts for joining us there. I'm so grateful for your support, Lisa. On Patreon, every supporter of $1 or more a month US gets access to my complete soundtrack, while supporters of $5 or more a month US get that, a monthly tarot reading video uploaded every full moon, and now, brand new as of last weekend actually, 2 days ago, I released a bonus episode. There will be a bonus episode every new moon. The first one was really fun to record. I took some prompts from the Kindred Spirit tier community chat. The $5 tier is called the Kindred Spirit tier, just so you know what to look for. Anyway, I opened a community chat for them on Patreon, and I also referred to some private messages I received. And, it just the episode had some thoughts that have been wriggling around in my mind as we approached this new lunar cycle in the sign of Leo. It's about an hour and 20 minutes long, so that's a good ballpark for where I'm aiming at with these monthly episodes. And it's a lot more casual, more conversational, more exploratory. Still very sleepy, spoken in a very soft, rambling voice. And I also layer these with some pre-existing music I've created over the years. I think you'll really like them. So those and all those other perks I mentioned, including a bank of 70 mini meditation episodes, are all available on Patreon under the $5 Kindred Spirit tier. To learn more, visit patreon.com/darkcoldnight. You can also always donate one time only without any perks at ko-fi.com/darkcoldnight or by buying a t-shirt or hoodie at bonfire.com/on-a-dark-cold-night. I also have my new book available on Amazon. It's a collection of 28 of my favorite stories from the podcast, as well as an original preface, prologue, and epilogue by me. Awesome cover art by UK-based artist Newt. It's $19.99 in US or Canadian dollars for the paperback, comparable in other countries, and it's also available in Kindle ebook for $4.99, or close to that, depending on where you are. I believe you can also access it if you're a member of Kindle Unlimited, so check it out. It's called On a Dark, Cold Night, Tales of Loneliness, Creation, and Love. Author name is my name, which is Kristen Zaza. Please do check it out. I would love that. Finally, it would be wonderful if you're enjoying the show, if you could leave me a rating on Spotify or a review on iTunes, Facebook, or wherever else you like to do so. You can follow me on social media. I'm on Facebook and YouTube under On a Dark Cold Night, Instagram at Dark Cold Night Podcast, TikTok and Blue Sky under Kristen Zaza, Twitter at A Dark Cold Night. I'm also on Goodreads as an author now, if you're checking out my book. And you can also listen to volumes 1 and 2 of my albums, Favorite Little Songs from On a Dark Cold Night, on Spotify or lots of other music streamers. Thank you so much for listening, my friends. Whatever is going on in your towers, I hope you can remember the warmth and the light that is your heart. Try not to escape too far into the darkness that you can't find yourself again. Or if you do, which I find myself doing a lot sometimes, I suppose what I try to remember is to bring what I've learned in that darkness back with me. It is all stuff to use in every world. Just try to remember your heart, what it wants, what it can give, and that it deserves love too. Sweet dreams, my friends. This podcast has been brought to you by the Sonar Network. Sonar.